Somebody might be waiting on something to arrive or somebody to do something that they said they were going to do. And this person may have said that they already did it, or they're asking you to have faith because they're stalling so that they can maybe try and do what they said they were going to do. They're asking you to, or maybe not overtly asking you, but implying that you should have patience and wait for them to do what they said they had already done. So it's kind of like they're saying one thing on the outside and doing another thing behind the scenes. I feel like this person is they're doing something behind your back in a way that is going to benefit them in the long run, because they feel like what they're doing for you is worth so much more than what they asked for. Basically, they gave you. They feel like is not enough. So they're doing something behind the scenes. I'm getting like something like you lent somebody money and going to return it, but they invested it in some things or something like this, and now you're waiting on them to do what they said they were going to do. I feel like this is a risk somebody might have taken, and whoever went into this situation, you probably already knew that the person was very unlikely to pay back what they said they were going to pay back or do what they said they. Maybe you invested in this person because you genuinely care about this person or you want to see them do well, but they still have a level of immaturity to them that is like you really never know what you're going to get regardless of what they say they're going to do. But it seems like they are going to come through, and this feels like a moment of your patient, and is also a different level of faith you're about to experience, because it's like you don't really believe they're going to do what they said they're going to do. And it's just like, if it happens, it happens. There's nothing you can really do about it but wait and see, and almost like go on with your day, go on with your life. If they accomplish what they said they're going to accomplish, then great, awesome. If not, then it's just another lie, another story they're telling. So I feel like this is a level of, for somebody right here, for somebody is like, this is the last straw. It just feels like they've used up all of your emotions. Like it feels like they're kind of like using your energy to try and motivate them to do something that they really need to do on their own. It's up to them, not you, whether or not they succeed. And they have finally used up whatever enthusiasm you were serving them, or some energy you were sparing them or sharing with them. And now it's up to them to actually do this, accomplish this situation on their own. Yeah, it's definitely a level of frustration that is like, you've been told to have faith and have faith and have faith and have patience and wait. Everything's going to be okay. But you see them doing different things behind your back with this Five of Swords. Like, it's almost like they don't really believe it. They're just hoping, limiting themselves in some way. And then we have beliefs, limiting beliefs. Because I feel like they're trying to say that you're not manifesting hard enough. Like, you need to believe in them. And they're trying to put the blame on you. If there is blame to be put on anyone, like, I feel like this isn't even a situation of blame. It's just, you had a job to do, you didn't do it. So that's the end of the story, really. And then we have this emotional pain. Like, Yeah, I feel like you're just not really there with being heartbroken because maybe you didn't have these high expectations for them in the first place. Whereas they really were hoping that you did. They wanted you to believe in them. They wanted to fill that pool of you. They really wanted you to pull them over their depression by believing in them. And this is probably why they promised to do whatever it is they said they were going to do. Maybe it's not even a big deal. Like they were going to meet you somewhere, meet for lunch or something. You haven't spoken to this person in a while and they never showed up. Like, this is typical, but you don't have the same like emotional attachment to this person. And that's probably why they contacted you in the first place. I'm seeing emotionally manipulative. This person might have had an abusive past, or you two might have shared some toxic memories that this person is trying to tap into because they felt like that was energy that they could feed off of, versus what they're going through right now. I feel like whatever they're dealing with right now is definitely not catering to their emotional needs. And so they're kind of searching out people from the past that can feed into their insecurities. This person is overly sensitive. You might have considered this person spiritual, or they might consider themselves spiritual, or have considered themselves spiritual in the past. But it's really coming off as them being needy and maintaining a victim mentality. Yeah, like they might be really quick to blame you for something that's like you're not even involved. Also feel like you're very much in alignment at this point. And so the enemy is sending people your way to try and throw you off. They want you to doubt yourself, question your agenda, your intentions. But it's like you're so solid. Nothing coming your way is just like debris. Whereas though, at some point you might have zoomed into what people were saying and really try to analyze what they're doing. It's like, oh wow, this person is really trying to take me down. Which if anything, it just implies that they believe I'm so much better than they are. So you can get these subtle compliments from their jealousy. But at the same time, what you're doing is much more important than people who are jealous of you. However they feel about what you're doing and wanting to take you down, whatever it is. Whatever reason they're trying to get tangled up in your energy at this point, it doesn't matter. It's like you've already analyzed their behavior. You already understand what they're about. And they haven't changed. They're not going to change. I mean, anything can happen, but based on past experience, it's just like this is the same type of pattern over and over again. Like you're through even analyzing the potential that they could have had in the past to get better. It's just like you can't expect someone to do more than they are even aware of them being able to accomplish on their own. Whatever they can do themselves is up to them. I feel like they're looking at you like somebody who can invest in them and provide for them, without doing anything in return. Like they don't have a service to provide to you. And they just want money out of your hands, out of your pockets. Ten of Pentacles, they definitely see you as someone who is rich. Even if that might not be the case in the physical world, maybe it's something you're manifesting, or it's just an energy that you exude. Person is this energy. I feel like is really seeing you as being so much more, and it's like it's flattering on the one hand, but their actions are not really helping that situation. They're jealous because they think you're more or better. They're seeing you as a star, some type of celebrity, and whatever weapons and again snares and throw at you is just coming off as like very petty, almost like a joke, but it's just not a laughing matter. I feel like you're busy doing whatever it is that you're focused on, and so they're kind of like in the background wishing all of these horrible things. So now maybe at this point you really do have to wait just to see, once the dust settles, what actually is going to come of this. Is it going to be something that you can use to move forward, or is this just another notch on the belt of something you've experienced. You have the Lovers in reverse and King of Pentacles again. I see you, whether or not you receive whatever it is that this person has promised, or whether or not this plan goes through. Maybe you signed a contract or something that, at this point is just a waiting game. I feel like you're going to learn something that's very beneficial to your situation, even if it's just a new energy that you tap into, new level of patience where it's like it can happen now or in the next lifetime. It's just I've done everything I could possibly do to get this ship on board, and now it's just a matter of seeing things come to pass. And maybe it doesn't pull through, but at least you know now that this person just really doesn't get to you the way they used to. And anybody in that same category, or anybody that relates to that same energy, that provoking, frustrating energy, you can not pay too much attention to them, not give them too much thought, and continue to focus on your own manifestations, because your thought process is very serious, is very real. And so that's why I feel like the enemy is sending people towards you to distract you in some way, because the enemy can see the progress. It's almost like they see everything in this completion, and just like, oh no, we got to go back in time and stop this person. And they have nothing to lose, so it's okay for them to stop doing whatever they're doing and get all tangled up in everybody else's business. They have no track, so they don't really have any real direction to follow. I constantly see them looking back at you, or they're looking back at you constantly. I feel like this is somebody who saw where you were headed and they tried to race and get there before you, but they don't have access to your blessings, so they're just coming back there and waiting on you to show up. And you're just taking your time because it's a process. And I feel like they're kind of like going back and forth in time zones and time periods within their mind, trying to, oh, well, remember the time when we were like this? Okay, like they really want you to get back into that place of being their victim, just so they can run back ahead of you and say, well, now I'm better, or something like that. It's like they want to throw you off track in some way, or it's like they want you to think back about yourself in the past and then now try and go back to where you are right now. Did you accomplish what you thought you say you were going to accomplish? Or how does that make you feel? Like, I just feel like they're really trying to like play with your mindset right now. And that's what's being ignored. That's what's being dismissed. Queen of Pentacles, like you're really just focused on your money right now, and nobody can tell you that that's a bad thing. Money being a root of all evil or whatever. Success is like, how dare you, have the audacity to achieve. That's what I'm getting here. Like whatever they tried to do in the past, make you feel guilty. And it might have led you to a place where you were like being super humble and, it's okay. You can have the last, I'm not hungry type of energy.